The house on 31 Jefferson Street in Westfield, New York, has been owned by the Militello family since 1914. However, to many it is known as the Peacock Mansion, sometimes referred as the third Peacock Estate, the first being on West Main Street, owned by Margaret Peacock. A second at 186 East Main Street was owned by Charles Peacock. Thomas A. Peacock and his wife, Alice M. Peacock, purchased 31 Jefferson in 1885. Title shows a dwelling on the property in the 1850s. It is believed that the foundation of the present house added to the original foundation. Thomas A. Peacock spent considerable money building the heart of the present-day structure, completing it in 1891. The house has been described in the Westfield Republican as Second Empire because of its unique, high mansard roofs, which are rare in Westfield. The Second Empire style in architecture goes back to the reign of Napoleon III. The mansard roof is named for 17th century architect Francois Mansard. The roofs can be convex, concave, or straight. This house has a concave style which appears steeper near the top and curved near the bottom on all four sides. This house is also a good example of a mansard roof with dormer windows. The unique chimneys also add to the beauty of the house. Thomas A. Peacock was a grandnephew of Judge William Peacock, who was a distinguished judge and the first agent of the Holland Land Company in Chautauqua County. Thomas A. Peacock died in 1894, and it was Alice M. Peacock, his widow, who sold the house to Anthony Militello in 1914. Anthony Militello added a large front porch and removed an existing porch on the west side of the house toward Franklin Street. A duplicate porch on the east side, driveway side, was enclosed. A large block barn was built behind the house, with blocks manufactured at Militello's construction company. At one time, the barn served as a cider mill and fruit cannery. Anthony Militello also owned a 35-acre grape and fruit farm on Academy Street in Westfield. An interesting side note to the history of 31 Jefferson Street was a discovery on June 16, 1902, near the Nickel Plate Railroad on the north side of the property. Workmen employed by Alice M. Peacock to excavate to form a pond found large bones. After examining a tusk, it was determined to be the bones of mastodons. It is believed that more bones were found by Anthony Militello when the pond was filled back in, sometime after 1914. Many of these bones are in the possession of the Chautauqua County Historical Society. On September 2, 1914, Anthony Militello married Jenny Palmieri. She was a widow and had a son, Joseph Anthony Freibot, born in 1909. Anthony and Jenny had 4 children between 1915 and 1922: Josephine, Mary, Joseph, and Anthony. Jenny Palmieri died in 1925 and is buried at St. James Cemetery in Westfield. In the late 1920s, Anthony married Grace Livingston Grandin. They had 2 children, Julia in 1930 and Daniel in 1932. Grace turned a portion of the house at 31 Jefferson Street into an antique shop. She had begun her antique business in 1922 prior to her marriage to Anthony Militello. Both Julia and her brother Daniel learned the antique business at an early age. The Militello Antique Shop remained in operation for nearly 90 years. The house remained in the Militello family for over 100 years, part of Westfield's unique architecture and history.